Today we're going to discuss traveling to Colombia for work. Welcome, bros, to the All right. Welcome, brothers, to another show. Today we have a very good topic, man. The topic of discussion is traveling to Colombia worth the risk? I got this message from a brother in the private Facebook group, Blackmen Travelers 2.0. If you haven't already joined the group, make sure you join the group. Brother asked me, he just DM'd me and said, hey, man, you're always doing videos on the robberies going on, about brothers getting drugged in Colombia. Is it still worth the risk? Should I come out there? Is Colombia just too off the chain right now? Should I wait? Should I go to DR? Should I go to Brazil? So I'm going to answer that question right after we get to our sponsor. And after I do the video, I'm going to bring some people on the panel and they can give their opinions as well. So real quick video from our sponsor at Ella Louise Cigars.
A different business, a communication company we own. He has a passion for cigars.
Hey Jay, turn that up real quick.
Louis Cigars, 1927. All right, my business partner with a different business, a communication company we own. He has a passion for cigars. So he came to me one day and said, hey man, what do you think about starting a cigar company? So I was like, I'm all in. The only thing that I wanted to make sure was that we did everything from the ground up. I didn't want to go white label or anything like that. I wanted to make sure that we did the whole process. I wanted our own tobacco. I wanted to source everything from the farm to your mouth. I didn't want to take any shortcuts. So that's the way we got started.
Cigar smoking, the cigar atmosphere is a lifestyle. It's something that you gotta not only get into, but you gotta learn. And so we started from the bottom. We learned about it. We're steady growing, but we got so much more information that we can pass on, and so much more business aspect of it that we can give to our future customers. So
we have one of the best cigars on the market. It's because of the process we took to get there. We went to different factories, different farms, just trying to find quality, building relationships. Right now, I feel like we have the right relationships to create the right product. We have our own factory, our own rollers, our own tobacco.
In this factory, the family love working every day the cigar. All the people that we have here love your job, and put your love in every cigar that we do here. For this reason, we are a factory that has best quality cigar, because all material that you use is planting, growing in the air of the most fine tobacco in the world. The premium cigar is a cigar that have large filler, have a Cuban binder, and have a Dominican wrapper. All the people that work here have big experience in this. The leaf that we use is different countries. Different countries give you different flavors. He used a binder for put the filler.
Been aged for at least 7 years, 7 to 10 years. We're getting this aged tobacco. Everything we do, we try to do it. We try to be perfectionists. Even though we feel like we have a great product right now, we're always out here trying to get better. We're always trying to do more.
The flavor process is a very long and complicated process because each tobacco is unique. So you need to know actually how to get them together, mix them to provide the flavor that you're actually looking for. And that is the reason why it's very hard to keep a flavor. So you have to make sure that of the quantity of the tobacco that you putting together and how you mix them, just to provide the flavor that you're looking for.
Another thing that we do is we create labels for other companies. So if you guys are out there and you have a label, you know it's a white label, you know you took a shortcut, come to us so we can get your complete cigar. You get what I'm saying? You get your own brand, your own tobacco, your own flavor profile. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody else's that you're just slapping a label on.
Come learn about cigars. We've been partnering with some good other people, good other brothers, and we just want to take off with it.
It's kind of been trial and error, but right now we feel like we have a very good quality product, top of the line product. It took us probably about 2 years to get here, but right now we feel like we have some of the best cigars on the market. You know, and if you give us a chance, you'll find out.
Fellas, make sure you go over there and support our guys at Ella Louise Cigars, some good brothers out of Houston and I believe Phoenix. Black-owned cigar company, man. They really took their time and due diligence in creating really good, smooth cigars, man. This is one of my favorite cigars, the Habano. Very smooth cigar, man. So if you like smooth, hand-rolled, premium hand-rolled cigars, make sure you check them out, man. Go to their website. Their website is in the link in the description, and purchase you some cigars. So let's get into it. We got some super chats already, guys. Let me cover those, and we're gonna go ahead and get to flowing. Let me catch this. Shout out to my brother Dutchy. He says, "Of course you do a live when I'm trying to work." Sorry about that, brother, but we had to cover this today, man, because I got a lot of questions about what's going on currently in Colombia, man. I think I posted in a group a video of a guy getting drugged and basically robbed. The guy got scopolamine. You know, he didn't follow the rules. You know, he didn't do things. You know, I think he was a local guy. I don't think he was a brother or a tourist or anything. But unfortunately, he got drugged, and the girl took him for everything that he had. So brothers are asking me, "Hey, man, is it safe to come out there? Should I go somewhere else? I mean, I'm not cool with the getting drugged thing. You know, the violence out there." I think I also shared a video of some people getting shot at in Cali, Colombia. Some actual tourists, some African American tourists out there. The backstory was they was trying to. The robbers came for their phones. I think they hopped in the taxi, tried to take off on them, and they shot the window out. So things can be a little sticky out here, but I'm gonna go ahead and get to that in a second. Shout out to James Best for the $50 super chat. I appreciate that, my bro. Good looking. Appreciate that $50, man. On that note. So, guys, let me got one more super chat. Let me cover it real quick. And then we got a good show today, too, man. Shout out to Domo Worldwide with a $5 super chat. He says, is Brazil actually better than Colombia? Just came from Medellin, heaven on earth. Can you explain how it's better other than the beach? Real quick, man, Brazil is dope, man. Brazil is still one of my favorite countries in the world, Rio in particular. I haven't been out there in a while, but when I got down to Medellin, it was a brotherhood out here. I linked up with some good guys, and we ended up doing business together. So that really was supplanted me out here in Medellin, Colombia. The women are beautiful. The people are very nice, cordial, man. They basically teach you the language out here. And to me, Medellin is a little cheaper than Rio as well. Everything from the food to your housing, everything is going to be a little cheaper in Medellin, in my opinion. So right now I'm in Medellin, Colombia, man. I love this city. It's one of the hardest cities ever to leave, man. Perfect weather out here, springtime, all year round. Beautiful women walking around all year round, man. So it's difficult to leave. But I will say Rio is still up there as one of my favorite cities in the world. So I'm going to drop a link in the description after I, flow for a little minute. I'll give you guys some stats. So first, we're going to start off with just some raw stats so you can see exactly where Colombia falls on the rank of the most dangerous cities. Now, stats are stats, guys. You got dangerous cities all in America. You got Chicago, D.C., Atlanta now. That's dangerous. But I'm just going to give you some raw stats so you kind of get a feel of what's going on. Now, the first thing I have right here, let me add it to the stream real quick. Let me let you guys see this. Give me a second, guys. Hide that. So what we have here is the most dangerous cities in the world, the 2021 deadliest and most violent. Now, as you can see, most of these cities are in South America. You got number one, Tijuana, Mexico right here. You got Acapulco, Mexico. You got Caracas, Venezuela. We all know what's going on with Venezuela right now with the economy. It can be very dangerous. A lot of people are. There's a lot of Venezuelans in Medellin, Colombia right now. They had to leave. Some people were even selling their houses for like $500 to $1,000 just so they can come to Colombia, Dominican Republic, I'm sorry. Some maybe in Florida, they just kind of spreading out because of the economic crash currently going on in Venezuela. So we know that. But then you got Mexico again. Ciudad Victoria, Mexico, I'm sorry. You got Mexico again, guys. Then you got Venezuela again. Coming in at number 8, you got Brazil, but not Rio. You got Natal, Brazil. You can see the stats here on the side, 75 murders per 100,000 people. So it's pretty bad. You got Fortaleza, Brazil coming in at number 9. Shout out to my brother Dennis John Pierre, who actually did a video about Fortaleza, Brazil. That's the first video I ever seen about Fortaleza, Brazil. First time I ever seen a brother out there as well. So make sure you subscribe to the brother's channel. His name is Dennis John Pierre. He's in the chat right now. I believe he just super chatted. Then you got Venezuela again. Then you got Marisburg, South Africa. They say public and private transport can be very dangerous. All right, guys. You got Port Moresby out there in Papua New Guinea. So you get the gist of it. That's number 12. All I want to show you is, as you can see right now, Medellin, Colombia, or Cartagena, or Cali are not in the top 20 dangerous cities in the world in 2021. You got Salvador, Brazil coming in at number 17. You got number 18, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Then you got Cape Town, South Africa, and it finishes off with number 20, Puerto Rico. So I went through a few stats, man. I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on, that's another global crime index. So to make a long story short, a lot of cities are dangerous around the world. Medellin usually doesn't come in the ranks of them. Now, Colombia, collectively as a country, can be very dangerous. I will admit to that. But there's certain ways you got to move out here, man. It really is certain ways. I hear stories all the time. You can't be caught slipping out here, man. And the best defense is associating yourself with some form of a travel group where you can talk to veteran travelers. I don't keep, being a dead horse here. I've told you guys not to wear jewelry plenty of times. I still go to the park. I still see guys with jewelry on. Hey, something happens to them. That'd be unfortunate. I believe somebody did get killed out there not too long ago, unfortunately, around the park area. So you really want to be careful out here, guys. You want to walk with your head on a swivel. The good thing about us is when you're African American, you do tend to blend in. If you dress pretty regularly, they don't really know if you're a Black Colombian or what. So technically speaking, you're not necessarily targeted. But I just be mindful of that. You want to blend in. You don't want to be too flashy. Like I said, I've been a dead horse here. I know most of you guys in the chat already know this. But one of the questions also was, what about the uprising and the protests? Now, as far as the protests are not going on specifically in the tourist areas in Colombia. These protests, I see them when I'm traveling around Colombia, around Medellin. If you see a bunch of flags, guys with flags, they're about to start a protest. For the most part, in Medellin, the protest has been peaceful, but they can break out at any time. Now, in these protests, they target tourists? No. They particularly are complaining to the government about a gap of opportunities and not making enough wages right now. Okay, guys? So as far as the protests, you should be good. If you see somebody protesting, go ahead and book it on to the crib. If you are out here, but I would not let the protest deter you from coming out here. I wouldn't even let the stories that I put out, the information that I put out necessarily deter you, man. You just got to be very mindful. And like I said before, the biggest deterrent really is to be, on your P's and Q's, be very, look around, see what's going on, make sure, no matter what time of night, and I can only stress this one more time, guys, you don't want to wear jewelry. I showed a video a couple of months ago, maybe like last month sometime, and a guy was actually in the club, in a bar, in one of the nicest areas in Medellin, Colombia, in the Provenza area, at a pretty popular nightclub, and they still came inside the club, pulled guns on him, and took him for his Rolex. Now, why is he wearing a Rolex? I'm not sure. Now, you might say, well, you see some Colombians wearing jewelry. The thing is, you don't know who those Colombians are. You don't know who those Colombians are associated with. People know who is who out here. Okay, it's just like any other neighborhood in the States, man. Some of the guys that are associated with whatever gang or mafioso they in, they get to wear their jewelry, no problems. They can park their car wherever they want. They can leave it running. Same thing in your inner city neighborhood in America, where guys know if they do rob them, it's going to be some serious consequences. And it goes for the same thing out here. So don't let that motivate you to try to move exactly the way those guys move. But those guys grew up in this city. They know everybody. Everybody knows them. And a lot of times they won't be touched. Now, I was on Ramil's stream Friday. Great stream by my brother Ramil, man. The thing about it is, he asked really good questions. And one of the questions he asked, he said, man, I keep hearing about all these robberies, these protests, brothers getting drugged over here in Colombia. He said, man, how can brothers protect themselves? I said, the best way to protect themselves, man, is to be associated with some type of, that's just to be honest with you, bro. Just like anywhere in the world, if you're part of a group, you're part of a movement, and people can recognize that, more likely they will not mess with you. Case in point, a guy was telling me that, he was getting somewhat shut down by the police. They went through a roadblock, said he thought it was going to shake him down, but they end up not shaking him down. And he was like, man, you think it was the BMT shirt? I said, it could be a possibility because they know of BMT, because they see us in the clubs and the bars. We do have associations with some certain guys that own clubs and bars out here in Medellin. So people know about BMT. They know about Blackmen travels. We be mobbing out. A lot of us, we got some guys on the chat already. We be mobbing out. They kind of know. So, to give you an example of what I'm talking about, if you put yourself in the guy's shoes, the police's shoes, or the robber's shoes, are you going to rob somebody, or are you going to shake down somebody that you kind of know of being associated with, or they got 10, 15,000 traveling brothers strong, or are you going to rob the guy who nobody knows, no association? He's walking, he's looking around, he doesn't speak not 2-3 words of Spanish, that's going to be a major difference, believe it or not, out here. Like I said before, people do know of BMT. We have an office here. Shout out to my business partners, Rob, Pete Patico, my brother Jamal. So people, they started to find out, police are cool. The other underground people look cool. They know because we're doing business with them. We're throwing events with them. We're having meetings with them. We're wearing a Blackmen Travels t-shirt. So they know, okay, these guys, if anybody mess with you guys, call us. Let us know. Because there isn't really a 911 type of situation out here. I mean, you can call whatever number you have listed, but sometimes they might come to you and try to shake you down after the crime. So it's nothing worse than getting robbed already than calling for help and then getting robbed again, because you don't really know who to call. You don't know who you associate with, because it's in South America. I mean, it is what it is. You have the most beautiful women in the world. Any place you have the most beautiful women in the world. I'm talking about, you can throw a pebble and hit a beautiful woman in the head. She's going to turn around and talk to you. There's going to be a certain amount of violence because the guys are competing ruthlessly for resources. That's just the realness. All right. Let me cover your super chats, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the panel. Hold on now. Let me see how many likes I got in the room real quick, fellas. Let's get that likes up. All right. Shout out to my bro Xavier Lancaster with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that, bro. Good looking on that. Xavier Lancaster always representing. I catch your super chat. Shout out to my bro Dennis John Pierre. Shout out to you, brother. We got 120 in the room. That's what's up with a $9.99 super chat. He says, I'm more concerned about these animals here in Chicagoland. Very cool, very cool. All right. Shout out to my bro Eminent Val with a $5 super chat. He says, my vacation will be in October. Costa Rica or DR. I'm watching from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm originally from Haiti. I appreciate that $5 super chat, bro. Appreciate that. I'm not familiar with Costa Rica, man. Don't sip on Medellin, Colombia. If you haven't been out here, I know it's really reasonable. It's a whole lot cheaper than Costa Rica. That's for sure. All right, John. Okay, let me see. Oh, we ain't got no likes. All right, guys. So, unfortunately, if we don't get the likes up, man, I'm going to have to hit you with a video. Okay? I'm about to do the Kevin Sanders thing and go ahead and hit you with a video, man. So, I'm going to go ahead and hit you with that video. Let's get these likes up, bro. Let me go ahead and get this thing popping. It's going to get stuck in your head, true. Likes up. Hold on.
We from Indiana. We some Indiana. We from Indiana. We some Indiana. I'm an Indiana. She an Indiana. We from Indiana. We some Indiana. Hey.
This whole thing, baby.
Come on. Hey.
Oh man, hold on, man. I gotta put that one more time.
Here, Indiana. We from Indiana. We from Indiana. I'm an Indiana. She an Indiana. We from Indiana. We some Indiana. Hey.
Get the likes up, fellas. Hey. These are not Atlanta brothers, man. Let me get back serious, man. Yeah, man, hit that like button though. Somebody in the chat asked me why I'm showing people like that, bro. It's just all in good fun, man. But that was funny. If you look at the sister in the video, she was looking like, man, well, how did I get pregnant by this guy? You know what I'm saying? So make sure you get them likes up, man. I'm gonna bring my bro on here. He here. I'm shout out to my bro. Yo, Mickey Valley, you there, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, man. How's it going, man?
All is well, brother. All is well. Thanks for the invitation.
No problem at all.
Hey, shout out to the BMT family and everyone.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm gonna drop a link in the description as well. Any other guys want to come on? So, what do you have to say about this topic, man? Do you think it's is traveling worth the risk coming down here to Colombia?
My honest opinion, I I think the juice is worth the squeeze, bro.
Okay.
I honestly think the juice is worth the squeeze. You know, if you prepare yourself, keep your head on a swivel, if you don't bring that matrix arrogance, you should be straight. You know, just be humble and understand that you know you're not in your own backyard. You're in someone else's backyard, and you playing with their rules.
Exactly.
You know what I mean. And you know all that peacocking with the with the jury and all that. Leave that for the states.
And we came to Colombia for the first time. I think it was last year, right? It was both our first time.
Right.
And what do? We extended how many times? We extended our trip.
Man, several times. But we look like two dudes coming from Venice Beach. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no target on our back.
Exactly, man. Exactly, bro. Let me get this right quick. Okay,
but I'm glad there needs to be a sense of awareness brought about the travelers. You know, a lot of young brothers, who travel come with that naivety, thinking, hey, I'm just going down the street. It's not the case. You just got to travel with extreme cautions. I mean, soon as you land, you walk, come out that airplane to the airport. That's when that's when officially get the gringo begins. All the way from the people who want to grab your suitcase till you get your car. I mean, yeah, you just gotta be aware. You can still have your fun, but just don't be reckless.
Yeah, man, and most definitely, like I say, man, give us some veteran travelers. I see guys sometimes they come out here solo dolo, and they might not be as sociable as most guys like myself. But if it's your first time, man, it's nothing wrong with just pulling the brush to the side. Hey, bro, what you think about this? Where should I go? What are you doing later on? Because I see that sometimes. I be like, bro, you don't got to move. You can move around solo your first time, but the best thing to do is to get with some guys that's already been down here, because they'll put you on game 9 times out of 10.
Absolutely, bro. I totally agree with you, man. We've been you and I we've been doing this travel game for a minute, so we've kind of developed that what's the word I'm looking for, that sixth sense. But the new travelers, man, when I don't care. They can spot a green one automatically. So yeah, I recommend, like, hey, you a new traveler, hey, link up with somebody. Once you get there, hey, you don't have to be under that person's shadow, but just so you can develop some kind of support. I'm like that too. I like to travel alone from time to time. I understand that. For those people who are introverts like myself. But when you go in these foreign countries, it'll be in your best interest to at least link up with somebody, just so you have a support system in case something goes down.
Most definitely, man. What up, my bro John? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm coolin', man. How you feeling?
Man, doing good, man. My bro John is staying out here in Colombia, man. What you think about the topic, bro?
Man, I mean, honestly, like, I think, like Mick said, man, it's definitely worth the squeeze, man. As long as you move right and you ain't out here being flashy, or you're not out here without your head on a swivel, you'll be all right. Like, just don't come here and lose your street smarts. Like, if you don't lose your street smarts at home, why would you come to another country and forget everything you know?
Right.
Yeah, most definitely. And what's the vibe you get when because you go out a lot out here, man? What's the vibe you get when you kind of moving or shaking around at night?
It's cool to me, man. It's lit. It's lit out here. Like, it's cool. Like I said, as long as you're not unaware of your surroundings, you good. Like, as long as you making sure you looking around, you're not, you're not
with a bunch of people you don't know.
Mhm.
You good? Oh, who that?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
Oh, no, you good.
Yeah, I agree with Ja. You just, you don't have to walk around with, walk on eggshells. You still, enjoy yourself.
Mhm.
Just, keep your head,
Yeah,
about,
correct.
that's all,
That's what's up, man. Man, I want to welcome the good brother, Master One Teacher. What up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Man, we doing good, man. Welcome to the show, man. Glad you joined.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to a client and he was like, "Hey, are you gonna watch Blackman Travels live stream?" I was like, "When is it going on?" And he's like, "Right now." I was like, "Okay, well, look, I'm gonna call in and I'm gonna get off the phone with you and call in." So yeah, shout out to my man Ben Adams, man, Benjamin Adams. He was asking me a bunch of safety related questions in our consultation. So I guess this is kind of fitting.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And
Yes.
man, shout out to you, man, because you bought a book. I'm gonna go ahead and order that book. As soon as I get off the show, man, I was looking for it on Amazon. It's on Amazon, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can drop a link in the chat or whatnot for brothers who want to jump in on it. And it's a travel and financial book. It's a perfect tool to have when you're on the plane. You're flying on your way to Colombia or Brazil or Eastern Europe, and you need something to watch before you watch Training Day on the airport screen.
Right.
So yeah. That's really what it's for.
Excellent, man. Brothers, make sure you support this brother, man, with the books, man. That's what we do over here. We support each other, bro.
Exactly, bro. But yeah, I really like what you're doing with your channel as well, man. Doing your best to kind of educate these brothers, man. I'm hearing a lot of fear mongering, people trying to scare folks from going to Colombia. It's all about education, man. Best to kind of educate these brothers, man. Yeah, it's all about education. So, I mean, I've been to Colombia 3 times, but I've been to Brazil 3 times and Philippines, Thailand 7 times each. I've been living overseas since 2010. Been all over Europe, so I understand from a very, I guess you can say, advanced level that there has to be some precautions, but it's all about. There's something they teach in the military, man. They teach situational awareness, right? And I think that's really something that we need to teach Black men in particular, understanding situational awareness, right? For instance, if you just met some bitch, you shouldn't have your $3,000 camera laying around, your iPad, and all this stuff. Most of these Airbnbs have a safe. You see what I'm saying? So even in Thailand, because Thailand is not considered a high risk area as far as like female stealing and stuff, but I still put all my stuff in the safe. It's just when you do small things like that, you take away that that temptation, right? Because you have to understand what is the average income for a woman in Colombia that's not tricking, right? It's probably like $200, $300 a month. She working at what's that chicken spot out there? But they got the good with honey on it.
Frisbee.
You know what I'm saying? She out there working at Frisbee, making $200 a month. Go ahead, brother.
No, he was just saying if that.
Yeah, exactly. So you just have to be logical about the whole situation. Like, hey, you are a target. You know what I'm saying? There's some good people out there and there's some bad people out there, man. I mean, I know there's bad people all over the world. I mean, I don't mean to like go into my personal shit, but my brother was murdered in January by a woman. She shot him through the door. So shit can happen anywhere, quick, right? So I say all that to say, and if anyone has any questions, I'll let other people talk. I don't want to be like my man Edward Anderson and just be hogging.
I know, right?
Yeah, shout
out to Edward.
Shout out to my man Edward Anderson. But yeah, man, basically all I'm saying is, guys, there's a world of freedom and prosperity overseas, bro. I honestly believe Stockholm syndrome is true, bro. Like a lot of guys, they're so used to masculine women in the States that they start to like that shit. And that's how my brother was, bro. He was these ghetto bitches. He just was attracted to him. And I kept trying to tell him, like, listen, bro, you can go to Colombia and the women are feminine. He's like, man, I like to chase them. I'm like, yo, bro, when you overseas, you don't have to chase nothing.
Very true.
We're not chasing, bro. We're trying to pay them so they can fucking leave.
Right.
Like, yo, it's time for you to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the real shit, man. And that's just the same way it is in here in Europe. These women out here are extremely feminine, bro. Especially Eastern European women. Like when you leave America, it just falls off a cliff. More women are more feminine, and you'll have some offshoots in England, in the black community in England, but the white chicks out here are feminine for the most part. They can't cook for shit, but they at least try. But yeah, man, we have
similar to here.
Yeah. What was that?
I said similar to here.
Yeah, that sounds like a paisa.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I mean, they don't put any seasoning in their food in Colombia, but they eat healthy. So you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, like you guys stack your money up, because after the pandemic, I think that these videos like with Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit with these ratchet bitches, niggas ain't gonna want to see that shit after they can start traveling again.
Yeah, man. That's the thing. I don't understand that, because I be watching the videos from Fresh and Fit. I be like, why you got these ratchets on here? Like, don't everybody know how they are by now?
But that's cool though. That's cool though, because it's good for brothers to see that shit. I want you guys to see it, right? You see the ratchet stuff, right?
Yeah, they're doing it to prove a point. It seems like
exactly. It's a yin and a yang. You know, they show the problem. Me and BMT and Co. We show the solution.
You show the solution.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to see the problem in order to see the solution, because a lot of brothers, if you talk to them, they don't think there's a problem in the States, even now.
Or they don't think it's a solution.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, they don't. They like my brother, man. I was begging him to go to Colombia. Like, bro, come to Colombia with me. He didn't want to listen, bro. He wanted them ghetto chicks. I'm like, bro, you make $10,000 a month. You have $1 million house. You drive a Mercedes, bro. But you fucking with these trash bitches. Like, you have everything. But he didn't want to listen. And it's heartbreaking, bro. I still can't get over that shit, and I probably never will. But anyway, I'll let you guys go, because I'm gonna put my mic on mute for a second, okay?
All right, bro. All right. Bitcoin Bobby, welcome to the show, bro.
What's good, man? What's good, man? Thanks for putting me in, man.
What's up, bro? Fresh off that vacay?
Man, 16 days in Colombia, man. It was nice. Nice. And just to piggyback on what everyone was saying, hate to be an echo chamber, but like a lot of it's true. You know, you have your street smarts, and you can't leave your street smarts when you go out of the country. Now, I stayed in some of the best parts of Cartagena and some of the slum parts of Cartagena at one point. And every time nothing has happened to me. I mean, I've never even been robbed on my home soil. So it's not going to happen out of the country. You know what I'm saying? I guess you guys got to be aware of your surroundings. That's like one of the major things. You always got to be aware of your surroundings. Not be paranoid, but just keep your head on the swivel. Like, don't get too over intoxicated. Always keeping things around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I step in a club, whether it's dudes or women, I'm always aware of my surroundings. And those are just basic principles that you got to have as a man when you just traveling overseas. I never try to cause too much attention to myself. I just be chilling, man. And that's how I rock, man. So yeah, and just to back off what MT said, man, the women out there, it's an abundance mindset, man. Like, it's a dime a dozen. So yeah, like I said, man, some people they don't have that mindset to get out of the matrix. They trapped in, and they don't even know they're trapped in. And that was the funny thing about the movie The Matrix, is a lot of people were sleeping, they didn't even know they were asleep. So that's the situation that people are dealing with now when they talk about dating women in the States. But overall, man, my trip was great, man. It was. I'm already thinking of ways how I can go back out there for another 2 weeks, man. So I might make another trip in September, October, where I'll be in Medellin for like 5 days, and then Cartagena for another 5 days. So we'll see what happens, man.
Come to Medellin. Holla at your boy, man.
Well, I'm working on it. I am working on it, man. I'm trying to get Steve to come out there too, so we can do like a big little crypto thing also with you. But I got some things I'm working on right now. Okay.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I want to welcome my bro Grego to the show. You there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Listen, I'm telling all the brothers to stay away from Medellin, man. It's so boring. It's so dangerous. Like from the minute that you get to the airport, they looking at you. They ready to rob you at the airport. Stay away, guys. Go to Jamaica.
Stay home.
Go to Dominican Republic. Stay home. Yeah, stay home. Do some push-ups. Make that money at the crib. Please don't go to Medellin, Colombia. Puerto Rico is booming right now. It's like 2009 in Atlanta. So if y'all want to make some money, go to Puerto Rico, buy some property. Just stay away from Medellin. Oh my God, those women, the women there, they stay in the house. They don't even come out. Guys, I'm telling you, Cartagena is probably the place y'all want to go.
Cali is probably the place y'all want to go. Now, Grego, let me ask you this, man. How many times you been in Medellin in the last 4 months?
8. Somewhere around there. You know, I'll pop in and pop out. Nah, man, Medellin is cool. Like everybody's saying, man, you just gotta have common sense. Like I have, you know, like regular friends there that are just saying like somebody's watching you as soon as you come out of the airport. So like, you know what I'm saying? The people who are posing as taxi drivers, like those are lookout boys too out there watching to see if you're coming off with that chain, if you're coming off with that watch, and they'll follow you to your spot. So y'all just gotta be smart. Or just stay home. I say stay home. But, you know, y'all got to be smart if y'all go. What everybody's saying is real, though. I mean, you can't get caught with your head on a swivel. Like, even I was having a little back and forth with Flip Flop the other day, just telling him, like, even since I've been traveling, and I live in Atlanta, y'all already know this is like Beirut. So, like, I don't even have the same concept of if I meet somebody on the first night and they're trying to go, I'm like, nah, something ain't right about this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, there's a guy the other night here who got robbed for his chain in Atlanta because he took a trip home. $1 million $1 million chain. So I'm just like, I don't know. You just got to be safe wherever you are. But I just say stay away from Medellin. Wink, wink.
Yeah, man. And me and you have been in some sticky situations out here too, because we went to that party.
Bro,
remember that?
We got invited to a house. We're having a good time. I'm with my boy Jay Clyde. We're celebrating his birthday, and I'm feeling real good. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a spot. And I see somebody else celebrating, so I was like, send them around the shots. These people invite us to their house. I'm looking at Farris. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I was like, I ain't going if you ain't going. He was like, well, I'm going. I was like, all right. So we went. It was a situation, though. I mean, like, it was barbed wire fence into an apartment, but it was cool people, though, man. But it was really a nervous situation. So, but yeah, we've been in.
When I started sobering up, I was like, what are we really in the you know, we in the real deal Colombian house neighborhood, you know? Partying, but it was real nice. It was a good situation, actually.
Yeah, they was trying to put me on their daughter, but I was like, I don't know. So,
man, that's the thing I love about when you really get to the interior of Colombia. They will try their best to hook you up with their friends, their sisters, their cousins. They are trying to hook you up,
and they'll bring the best looking one too.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I mean, the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got a question. What is the client? Are people in fear right now of Medellin right now, or what's the deal?
No, not for the most part, man. There are like some rumblings of protests still going on out here, but for the most part, it's just beautiful and calm still, man.
That's you know, the client that I had on the phone, man, he was just hearing things online, reading select stories, thinking that Colombia, Medellin in particular, is kind of overrun with niggas. And I explained to him very clearly, like, listen, bro, Medellin, what's the population? 2.5 million?
It's probably like more than that.
Yeah,
that's
so it's
documented.
That's documented. So it's like, what about all the Venezuelans that come there and all that stuff? They probably did their last census like 5-6 years ago. So there's so many people there. It's impossible for an influx of you see things that happen in spots, and you assume that's how the whole city is, and it's just not the case. Now, to be fair, I'll tell you guys, the first time I went to Medellin was in 2013, right? 2013, 2014. There was no niggas there, right? It was lovely. No, niggas was not going to Colombia because they were still on that. Oh, it's Pablo Escobar and the cartel and all this stuff. They didn't have the education. And when I first got there, I'm like, I lost my wallet the first day I was there, and somebody found it and turned it into the hotel. I was like, I thought my wallet was gone. So after that experience, I was like, okay, well, it's not too bad. But I will say for all the people out there who are worried about safety in Colombia, obviously dress down. That's the obvious stuff. But at the same time, there's so many opportunities in Medellin. If you're trying to on the dating scene, I mean, BMT knows what time it is. I'm sure most of the brothers on this panel know what time it is. It's an endless supply. And the thing is like, one thing I like about Medellin is the same thing I like about the Philippines. You can meet somebody online that lives, an hour away. She gonna come see you. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you have a pool of women, not just in Medellin, that's on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? Like an hour and a half away. That, hey, I'll come see you. I'm down. I mean, I can't give away all my secrets, but bruh, like you just if you know and understand how the game works in Colombia, for you're endless. You're set up. One of my buddies, I put him on. He's 60 years old. He's a retired firefighter, Chinese dude, millionaire, has his own condo in Thailand. I begged him to go to Medellin. I kept telling him, listen, bro, you need to come to Medellin. You need to come to Medellin. Check it out. He's like, yeah, Pablo Escobar, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, listen, man, trust me. His 1 month stay turned into a 13-month stay. Yeah. He stayed for 13 months.
Wow. Yeah, that's common out here.
It's like one of the hardest cities to ever leave, man.
Yeah, you can't. Once you get plugged in, it's hard to leave. But I'll let you guys go. And
I got a question for you. Go ahead. You see it?
Yes, sir. Okay, so I live in England. All right, I've been living here in England since 2016. If brothers don't know, I'm in the military, so I'm at 18 years. And the reason why I don't tell people that I was in the military is because when I was younger, I was fucking with this Russian chick. She was Russian and black, and her boyfriend found out, and her boyfriend lied, and he called my commander, was lying about some stuff, saying that I did some things I didn't do, and her uncle later called back and apologized. But long story short, they were like, Skylar, if you're gonna be on this online shit, don't be running your mouth telling motherfuckers you're in the military, because people are gonna come at you on some BS, right? So I just didn't say anything about it. That's why I didn't tell people. But I'm at 18 years now. I don't give a fuck. I can tell you guys the truth, right? So I'm in by Cambridge, which is about 70 miles from north of London. I tell brothers like, look, England has a lot of women, but England is not where you want to come for women, because you kind of have to be in place for a while, right? Because it takes a little bit to get the grease of the machine running. But once you live here, you set. I have a lot of females to go through out here. There's just too many of them, right? London is like New York, right? So you have everything under the sun. Beautiful Indians, East Asians, Eastern Europeans, Croatians, Lithuanians, Estonians, Spanish chicks, Italians, everything out here, bro. And you got your black girls too, but I don't really. Anyway, let me.
Hey, yo, I got a question though.
Go ahead.
Because I ain't know to tell Aaron this, but them black London women, I like that accent. I mean, it does something for me.
Nah, me too.
Man, I had a huge crush on Thandie Newton for the longest. So, yeah. Tell it. I just want to know a little bit more about the black London women.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. So I've been here since 2016. I only messed with one black chick, and to be fair, she was black and Scottish. right? But but what really turned me on about hers was she was cool. She had some Cuban cigars at her spot. She had her own place. She took me out to eat. She was nice, and she was nasty too.
Okay.
That's like these. But the thing is, my boy Lightbringer, who always comes on my channel, he loves the black women in general. He's all into that. I am too, in spots like Brazil, Colombia type of stuff. But yeah, if you come out here, they'll definitely give you a chance, 100%, because you're different. And the same way you like their accent, the British people will love your accent as well. So it's not a shoe-in. She's not going to drop her panties because you're an American.
No. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but you're in the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? You a well presentable guy, cool, calm, collected, plus you an American, plus you got some paper, you don't mind. So me, I don't mind taking a chick out to eat. I'm not one of these guys that be like, oh, cheap, real cheap. I do some nice things. I'm not above that. But if you come out here and you put on your best face being a black ambassador of America, bro, you'll do good out here. That's a fact.
Yeah, I was just always curious about the black dating scene in London. Just curious.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
Okay.
I'll say like this about Colombia. Like somebody said, is it that good? Like, yes, it is. But it's easy. That's what make it easy to drop your guard though, because it's so good that it's like I can see how people, start to lose their bearings about themselves a little bit.
All the time.
So they'll tighten you up real quick though.
Man, tell them how they be sizing us up. Like, we be watching them. They be sizing us up quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I usually catch them looking. I'm looking at them before they even look at me.
Mm-hmm. Like, them guys on them little motos, they drive by, look straight at you like, what he got on, what he looked like.
They can scan everything you got on, too, in like a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Always be mindful of your surroundings, especially them guys with them on them motorcycles, man, with them helmets on.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Absolutely.
They pull up to you quick, pull that little rusty revolver out on you.
Somebody asked about the language too. Like, I don't think it's necessary for you to be fluent in Spanish to win out here. Like, there's dudes out here that don't know any Spanish at all that's winning. Like, but it helps. It does help you to know Spanish, of course.
I mean, just if you conversational, it goes a long way, especially with the little regular girls. It goes a long way.
And they're so curious. So like, even if like you don't know Spanish, they're going to try to help you communicate the best way they can, because they're just as interested in us as we are in them on the regular scene. Of course, we know the other ones are, but I'm just saying, like, if you're out there on the regular scene trying to meet somebody, like, they're going to really try to talk to you. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and the game is just to tell them, hey, I'll teach you English, you teach me Spanish. Simple as that. You got it.
Yeah, man. And there are regular women out here. Like, they're not all prostitutes, man. Like, they have regular women with jobs out here.
Mm-hmm. Some people don't understand that, surprisingly, even on a video I did with Ramil, he was saying that brothers are going out there getting third world women that smell and live in sheds. I'm like, bro, have you ever been to Colombia? He was talking about DR.
Did Ramil say that or somebody else?
A Dominican guy said that. I guess a Dominican American guy said that. And I said, bro, have you ever been to Colombia? He was like, no. I said, well, how can you speak of Colombia if you've never been here? But people check them on the panel though. Yeah, people check them on the panel though for that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. These people, they don't understand, bro, how much Colombian women like to compete, bro. Mm-hmm. They compete on a taking care of themselves level, unlike the women in the States, bro. In the States, you get the women are like, you got to take what I got. If you know what I'm saying, I am the table mentality, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want to show up wearing bonnets in public. You know what I'm saying? You will never see a Colombian chick, no matter where barrio she's from, wearing a fucking bonnet out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, the females out there show up, even if it's fake Gucci, if it's fake Louis Vuitton, so what? It's fake, but that bitch got a fat ass. and she's
and no
fine as shit.
and no stomach.
And no
And no
stomach.
stomach.
You know what I'm saying? Got
No
her nails.
stomach.
Yeah, got her nails done. You know,
Got
MT, I
it.
like girls with pretty feet. They toes always done. Like, bro, they go the extra mile to take care of themselves, and they never fall off because that's just how their culture is, man. They have to show up.
Yeah,
That's why
they look in the mirror a lot too.
and that's cool.
It's definitely a fitness culture out there. You know,
Mhm.
you go everywhere. It's like a workout park. They got that stuff organized. You know, I mean, this is about fitness for them.
But you have to understand that in their mindset, they have that old school patriarchal mindset where for a woman, you have to leverage your beauty as much as possible to get the best man you can. So they're always going to be fitness. They're always going to be looking good. They're always going to be feminine. Because for them, in a way to survive, they have to want to have a husband, want to have a family. They want to have the best man possible or good man possible. So they have to keep up with themselves. Here in the States, it's the hey, I can do it all on my own. I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man. So because of that, they feel like they don't have to compete to get that man. They just can show up or get the man at the end of the race, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it's different out there with their mindset and how they brought up.
And then you got a lot of thirsty dudes in the States too that have told fat women that they're thick. So they walk around and they fine, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's a woman on Instagram. I forgot her name, but she got like 500,000 followers, and she is obese. Like she got like maybe 300 pounds, maybe about 5'5", bro. But she got 500,000 followers, and she posts any picture with lingerie on, you will see thousands of brothers saying how fine she is. So that's another reason.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plus, there's a lot of women out here. Like it's a lot of women in Colombia, so they are competing. Like,
oh
a
yeah,
lot of them.
A lot of Venezuelan women out here too.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep that on the low, Ja. We'll keep that on the low.
Yeah, you can't tell them about all that. Stay away. Stay away.
Yeah, man. Most definitely. So, Bitcoin Bobby, man, how was your trip, bro? You was out here for a minute.
Man, let me say this. I did a Tinder hack, right? And
I had Bobby tell me the wildest stories, by the way.
2 days. And I'm gonna show you some receipts. I'm gonna show you some receipts personally. 2 days, man, and it was just flooded. And again, that's just women competing, women trying to, saying get what they can, but it's insane. Like the abundance mindset is insane. I come back to the States and I don't even look at women the same no more. I don't even want to deal with the headache and stuff dealing with the women in the States no more, man. My mindset is okay, back on the grind, back to doing my business, back to handling my business. So I can come back out there again. I'm already looking at ways to get back out there in the next couple of months, man. And like when I stay for like at least 7 days. I gotta have like a 7-day trip, at least when I'm out of the country, man.
How do you feel on the way back to the airport when you're leaving?
Like I said, I ran into a guy out there that had a BMT shirt on, and going back home, and we just chopped it up for like 5 or 10 minutes before he got on his flight to Atlanta. Man, he was just telling me he was out there for 5 days. He loved it. I was out there for 2 weeks, and it was just a good atmosphere, man. It was a good camaraderie out there, man.
That's what's up, man.
And one of the best things that happened to me was I ran into one of my guys I knew from high school. Okay, he's a chef. He lived in DC with me. He went to Howard. We used to work at a shoe store together when we were teenagers. And he's a big time chef, and he moved to Dallas. He makes like $30K a month, a big business guy. And come to find out, when I was checking his WhatsApp, he was in the same areas as me, but more importantly, he was in the same hotel as me. So same hotel as me, and we just linked up. He has a cousin that stays in Medellin. He has multiple properties in Medellin. He's a multi-millionaire. And we all linked up for like 2 nights in a row and just party at Delirium, party at Dulce Vita, had tables, bottles, the whole nine. It was crazy, man. It was a good time.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And I met a brother that actually owns a restaurant out there in Cartagena, but I forgot the name, man. But I got his information. So you got black men owning restaurants out there in Cartagena too, man. And in Medellin. You got brothers owning clubs in Medellin. So brothers are out here doing their entrepreneur thing. I met a brother at the gym that owns 48 Airbnbs out here in Colombia. 48.
I need to link up with him. ASAP.
BMT, can I talk about how I feel when I get ready to come back home? I always want a private jet, man, because I'm just like, oh my God, the snuffleupagus eyelashes, the most stretchable material that you see with the bellies out in Fort Lauderdale if I got to do a layover there. And especially when I get back to Atlanta, all you hear is this down the flip-flops and the bonnets. I mean, like I said, man, I got to get the money to get this private jet because I can't see this after being in Colombia for so long to come back and see that, man. It's really depressing to come back. I ain't gonna lie, but you know.
And you in our city, you in Atlanta.
I don't even see Atlanta no more, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, Grego be out here all the time. I look up, I be like, he do a little picture or something. I'm like, Grego, you out here? He be like, yeah, man. I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, it's hard to go back.
Yeah,
man.
Look,
it's hard.
When I was on the way to DR, bro, and I ain't even posted. I was gonna bring my phone out, but I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna show this. I went to Fort Lauderdale, bro, and I was walking through the terminal, and I saw weave all on the ground. And my spidey senses went off. I'm like, oh, here we go. Then I see the sisters being dragged off by the police. And I'm sitting here like, I ain't been in America for 10 minutes, and already we got this. You know, and like I say, you see the little weave on the ground, you can already do 2 and 2. You're like, oh, they'll start fighting at the Spirit Terminal.
You already know what the weave on the ground mean.
You already know, yeah. And I'd be like, how you gonna get into it at the airport, you know? Damn, boy, Spirit, bro. Let me catch a super chat, man. We'll get back to it. Shout out to Worship the King with the $10 super chat. He said, brothers, you have to start swiping on Costa Rica and Nicaragua. I'm an average-looking guy, and the matches are amazing. You know what? I actually did get a decent report on Nicaragua from my homeboy Kobe that went out there to look at some coffee. You know, he has a coffee company. The guy that does the cigars also has a coffee company. So he was telling me that Nicaragua might be a little spot. Only thing, he said that the women bodies aren't as shapely as the ones out here in Colombia. So shout out to him for $10 super chat.
Okay, that's facts. I visit Costa Rica a lot as well. It's a situation, but a lot of people just don't know about it because there's not a lot of footage. So you just got to go for yourself. The people are pretty cool. They like to have a good time. The women are beautiful. Like you said, they're not as slim as the Colombians in Medellin, but they're not fat either. So like, you can hit and they got a Caribbean side if you're into that. But I mean, I like to hang out in San Jose. I mean, it's pretty cool out there. The people are pretty, normal, but it's expensive if you're a budget traveler. If you're not a budget traveler, it's almost the same as in the States. Like it's not like a dollar doesn't really, like it's not as strong as it is in some other places, but you still have a good time.
Yeah, I hear they speak a lot of English out there.
They do.
And that's why I don't want to go.
Yeah, exactly. They speak English. Go.
Exactly.
Man. When a woman start talking to me in English, I just my interest just starts to go lower. I'd be like,
I'm gonna say there's an asterisk to that though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge asterisk. The Philippines, right? So the Philippines is the the only country in Asia that has the most widely spoken English speakers, right?
Are you talking about Eastern culture though? That's the East culture.
That's the only country in Asia that almost all the population speaks English.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They learn it in school. I'm telling there's a lot of brothers. I'm telling you, like Asia. I don't mean to switch the subject up, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to go to a country where you don't really have to worry about the language barrier, the women are very feminine, cool, and ready to rock with you from the beginning to the end, you have to go to the Philippines. If I had a client who asked me and said, Skylar, which country should I go to first, Colombia or the Philippines? I would say the Philippines first.
Oh,
because you can't fail in the Philippines. It's impossible. When these dating coaches say, if you are lame in the States, you're gonna be a lame overseas, bro.
I hate that comment.
No, yeah, you cannot. It's impossible to fail in the Philippines, bro.
Who got
it's impossible.
Sound effects.
So,
bro, they have.
Mira, te hablo en 2 segundos. Espera, mira.
Branjour. Get
Branjour in the building.
Branjour in the building. Go ahead, finish what you were saying, Master Teacher.
No, I was saying, like, I said earlier, I've been to the Philippines 7 times, bro, and not having to worry about a language barrier can streamline processes very, very quickly if you understand what I mean, right? Filipinos, I like them because you can talk to them how you want to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can talk slick to them. You can't talk slick to a Korean chick. They gonna freeze up. You know what I'm saying? Because they're very conservative in nature.
Yeah,
Filipinos not so much. You know what I'm saying? So Philippines is my number one spot for brothers, that training wheel country where it's relatively safe, right? There's some very attractive women there. We talk about a whole lot of women in Colombia. It's insane in the Philippines. Just look at their population in comparison. They're everywhere, right? They love Americans so much out there, bro. It's ridiculous. And plus, if you've had your way with Asian chicks, for the most part, they have small vaginas. So if you come through, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's a fact.
If you come through, like it's gonna be like, damn, bro, you tight. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like I ain't trying to blow up your channel, get you like in trouble or whatever. But I just had to get that out there. Like, yo, it's a different game out there. It's in Thailand too. Like they tight out there.
Man, what's the Can we fly back to there yet, or what? What's going on with the COVID situation out there? You know.
So the COVID situation. So I was just looking at a post because one of my buddies just posted on Facebook. So basically, this dude is a white dude. He's been to the Philippines 70 times. He flies Philippine Airlines from California to the Philippines. So he's sick right now, right? So, the situation does not seem to be getting better in the Philippines. We gotta wait and we gotta be patient. However, the next best solution is Thailand. So Thailand is going to start opening up, allowing you to fly to, I believe, one of the islands. You can fly to one of the islands in Thailand, and you can. It could be Phuket or one of those islands where they'll let you go there and you can do your quote unquote 2-week quarantine, right? But you can you can go about in the island. And then once you're good, you can fly to mainland Thailand.
Hey, I want to speak on this, but I'm gonna let the new brothers that just jumped on kind of chime in. But I want to speak to you, brother, regarding this whole Asia thing. But I want to defer my time to brothers that just joined in.
Okay, Branjou, are you talking on the Branjou?
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you guys hear me?
No, we can't hear you. I thought you were talking to us.
Yeah, I'm talking to you guys. Okay, so I heard your panel. First of all, I'm a big Master Teacher fan. I've been on the show once, but
thank you, sir.
He's the man. He's definitely the man. I mean, me and my brother are diehard fans, man. So I have my girl from Venezuela on because when I heard the topic, I called her up. I said, "Hey, mommy, what you think about this topic? You got all these Americans talking about how it is to be dating a Spanish girl." She's on the phone right now. Mommy, ¿puedes decir lo que me estaba diciendo a mí? So my girl's on the phone right now. Watch this, right? So now she tells me, ¿qué dice? No. Dame dos segundos. So I'm listening to you guys and explaining to my girl in sweating like crazy. Talking to my girl in Venezuela because I have friends in Venezuela. And I told them the topic. And she said, "Oh, you don't need all that because you're my man. I'm going to take care of you. And you never have to go anywhere because whatever you need sexually, I got you. No matter what you need, what you ask me for, I'm there. I'm yours." And I'm listening to you guys and I'm understanding your thing because you're saying, hey, when you go to another country, women treat you real good. Well, this Venezuela girl told me when I met her and we've been talking for a while, she said, "Hey, look, man, at the end of the day, I know you have a lot of choices, but the reason you're going to pick me is because I am yours. I am giving myself over to you. And I'm going to make sure that you're taken care of emotionally and spiritually taken care of." So
that's what's up.
When you hear, and I shall let you know right now in Spanish, the same thing I just said. When you hear stuff like that, you don't hear it in English. You don't hear it from the sisters in the United States. But when a female tells you, "Hey, look, man, I'm giving myself up to you and you handle it because you're on point, you got your stuff together and you're good and you've been good to me," it's completely different than talking to a sister in the United States that got a guard up at all times. So I'm appreciating what you guys are saying. I just wanted you to hear it from a Spanish girl. So, amor, le estaba diciendo la persona que están aquí que tú me dijiste que tú eres mía y tú, yo no necesito otra mujer que tú vas a hacer todo para mí. ¿Puedes decir eso?
I understand like every fourth word.
Oh. No, he's on the phone. But but I was letting her know because it's kind of weird because I'm listening to you guys and I got on the phone with Spanish women and I was asking them about this topic, what you guys are saying. And they were like, yeah, they could do that. But if you want to treat a true girl, a true woman who's nice, decent, that's not a hook, that's not into that lifestyle, you're going to find it there. But those girls don't want you for your money because I don't want nothing from you. And she doesn't. She doesn't ask you for money or dime. She just tells me, look, you're the head of the household. I expect you to be head of the household. And as long as you're head of the household, I'll follow your lead. And as a man hearing that, you get psyched up because now all of a sudden you got this extra, you feel like you could do anything. But she always tells me, you're the head of household. I mean, I like what you said, but I'm going to follow what you say because I believe in you and you're head of household. So if you tell me to do something that I don't like it, I'm still going to do it because I know you're head of household. So
that's how it's supposed to be, though. That's how it's supposed to be.
But you know what? She tells me this all the time, and she's on the phone right now. I got her on the phone right now. She tells me because she asked me the other day, I'm leaving. Can I wear shorts when I'm around you? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, can I wear this when I'm around you? And I said, why do you always ask me what can I do? She goes, in Venezuela, the women are not allowed to wear whatever they want to. They have to ask the husband because if not, or the boyfriend because they're very jealous and they'll beat them up. You know, it's not something that you could just readily do. I said, how do you know this? She goes, because my uncle's like that, my cousin like that, my father's like that, all the men that I know, my family are like that. So it's taught to you from an early age that you just can't wear anything around a man. You have to ask him permission, can I wear this? And most men are going to tell you no because the way the society is. So therefore, I got to give you a respect at all given time. So, and I said, whoa. He goes, yeah. So she asked me, when I'm around you, can I wear shorts? I said, baby, you can wear what you want because you're around me. She goes, can I wear this? So it's kind of weird that somebody always is checking with you to see what you're going to do. And she goes, no, it's a form of respect because I can't wear anything I want around you because your friends are there, your colleagues could be there. So I got to check with you because at the end of the day, you know, you protect me. And when you hear stuff like that, because sisters don't think like that in the U.S., that's why that's why I understand as teach. I don't date women in the United States. I just don't. I don't even deal with sisters.
All right, real quick, Branger. I'm gonna welcome my guy Sister Lou on in a second. I just showed a list of the most dangerous cities in the world. Yeah. How dangerous really is Venezuela? Because it was like 4 cities.
A lot. She tells me all the time, man. Mira, mami, me está diciendo que si Venezuela es duro allá. ¿Vivir allá es duro?
Sí, muy difícil vivir acá. La economía es muy mala.
¿Por qué? ¿Cómo la vida ahí allá?
Todo, o sea, el sueldo mínimo acá no da para vivir, o sea, vivir bien, pues mantener una familia y todo es costoso, pues todo en dólares, los precios son muy altos.
So what I'm saying is this, I talk to her all the time and she told me she got robbed 3 times, right? She's in Venezuela, she's a female. She's graduating this week with a degree in accounting. Her sister's a lawyer and also a mathematician. Another sister's a mathematician. So she's from a good family, but they're all poor. They're all dirt poor with degrees, which degree doesn't mean nothing in Venezuela because they only make $1, $2 a month. So I was talking to her. She goes, yeah. First one, when I went to the university, I got stuck up. I had a phone and I went to the bus and a guy put a gun to me and he said, hey, give me your phone. Second time I went up there, a guy put a knife to me, said, give me your phone. I said 2 times. And after that, I just don't have a phone anymore. I have a tablet that I use at home. That's what she's calling me from, a tablet, right? And I was telling her, I said, is it bad? She goes, it's not bad, it's worse. At 4 or 5 o'clock, I cannot walk the street. I stay at home because even in school, which I'm in the dorms, you cannot walk out in the street. After 5, you don't walk out the street. The day starts at 8 and ends at 4. At 4 o'clock, there's nobody out. First of all, there's different days. So it is really rough. This is like the 3rd Venezuela girl I've dated. So I've dated a lot of Venezuela girls. So I go all over Venezuela, but it's a rough city, especially if you don't speak the language though. Yeah, but even if you speak the language and you're native, it's just a rough city, man. It's a rough country. It's really, really about, and you're talking to a native who got stuck up. Imagine if you go there. So
that's real. Shout out to my bro King Sigma for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate that, bro. Citizen Lou, you there, bro?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can, man. How's everything going with you?
Man, it's going great, man. Salute to you, bro. Salute to the panel. Salute to the chat. This is a pretty interesting topic. Because I was looking. Remember, I told you I was looking at the travel advisory, and it said Colombia was a level 5 don't go place. And that's interesting. When I hear level 5, I'm thinking of like AK-47s and rocket launchers and some Iraq type shit. Excuse me, my bad. But do I think? Are we still talking about the topic, or are we kind of going like to?
No. Go ahead. Speak on the topic.
Oh, I was gonna say because I think it's still safe relatively. I mean, most places in the world, because I just don't like the whole fear-mongering thing. Because like I remember when I was going to Mexico before I moved there, everybody was telling me, "Oh, they're gonna cut your head off. Them Mexicans don't like black folks. They gonna get you, boy." They were saying all type of stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up Mexico was like one of the best places that I ever been to. So I just don't really have too much to say about the whole thing. I mean, do people? Can you get robbed? Yes. I mean, can you get robbed in Miami? I've seen it. I've seen dudes get stick up in Miami, damn near right outside the airport. So I don't understand how we can, just say just because it's a third world country. I guess it's better getting robbed in America than it is in a third world country. I guess that's the mindset. But I still think it's safe traveling. I never been to. I told you I've never been to Thailand. I don't think it's too bad over there in Thailand. I've been to the Philippines. Philippines, all them cats kind of small, so you can, you can take them. So it ain't too crazy over there. But they little over there, you know what I mean? So you can probably handle it without a weapon. So,
bruh.
All right, man. All right, we got 200 in the room, man. Hit that like button. We don't want to do another video.
But Citizen Lou, I'm under the mindset less is more. I mean, maybe this fear mongering is a blessing in disguise. Keep all the knuckleheads away. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Bobby, bro, that's such a good point because I know Branch was talking about Venezuela. Like my girl, we were talking about it, bro. She said you could buy a house in Venezuela, like a 4-bedroom, for like $6,000.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
so,
I heard cheaper.
So it's like what you were saying, Bitcoin, but maybe it's a good thing. Maybe negative press is like, okay, yeah, y'all keep. That's how I felt about Mexico. I mean, now there was a cartel shootout in the city I was in, but it was so far away from me that I didn't really, it wouldn't really affect me or whatever. Like I don't know. I guess maybe we just got to stop being scary. Like the life is just raw and uncut sometimes. And sometimes maybe what I mean. Like you said, that fear mongering and all that stuff. Maybe that's good. Man, that's where the money at, man. That's where you need to be.
With caution.
Yeah. I can tell you this.
Most time. Oh, go ahead.
I'll tell you this. For me personally, I went to Cartagena. I went to Colombia the first time with a friend, with my boy. And then I went back 6 weeks later by myself. And people were like, "You going by yourself?" Like, yeah, I'm going by myself. I stayed in one of the low income areas, you know what I'm saying? And I was fine. Like I said, I'm very aware of my surroundings. I don't get caught up. But you're gonna have people just gonna try to scare you away from doing things. And hey, that's them. If they want to roll like that, let them roll like that, man. You gotta enjoy your life, man. You just gotta live. So that's how I look at it.
And the people who spread the most fear, they don't even have passports in most cases. You know what I'm saying? They don't go out and see for yourself. And like you said, they're still telling the size 18 dress that you think. So like those people who are closed-minded, they're gonna always spread the fear. They're gonna always be controlled by fear and try to control others by fear. Well, we're just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. And then the next thing you know, you see us somewhere else, and then our DMs like, oh, how is it? Or on these shows and the panels watching. But you proceed with caution, like the brother said a minute ago. Anywhere you go in the world. So.
And I want to say this for I know Aaron. I'll just say this. And a lot of times too, fellas, it's you. You know what I mean? Sometimes like this. Like I remember this one dude was telling me his horrible situation in Mexico. I mean, he had got robbed, he had got beat up, he had got finessed, all type of stuff. But then when you do it, it might be a totally different ball game. Like for me, I don't really like Japan. Me personally, I just didn't like it. But a brother on here might go, and this man might become a samurai or something. He might become what they call a shangu, something like a leader or whatever in the Japanese thing. So that's all I wanted to say. Sometimes you got to see things for yourself, brother.
Yeah, a lot of times, like
I think he went to say Shogun.
Shogun, thank you, bro. Thank you, Shogun. Thank you, bro.
A lot of times, like the people that's doing most of this fear mongering is like people that never even step foot in the country, and it's like how you trying to deter somebody from going somewhere that you never been to? And then when you talk to brothers who live here, who frequent here, it's like you know, I love it. I don't want to leave. But then you talk to somebody that never been here, it's don't go there. Like,
Agreed.
And to be honest with you, I'm here in Atlanta, so like, I have a female friend who traveled out to Colombia earlier this year, and she was telling people, she was like, "Yo, Colombia, Medellin is beautiful." I extended my stay. I was supposed to be there for a weekend. I was there like 14 days, and she was just like, and those beautiful bitches down there, excuse me, MT, but those, she said they're beautiful. She was like, and they were just talking to Greg. I was like, whoa, I can get beautiful girls here too. She was just like, no, I'm just saying, like, he was like, they were attracted to him. The point I'm getting to, like, the people who go, you'll see that you love it, and that, you know, not saying I ain't shitting on this country because that's where I get my money from, but like, this ain't the best country. Like how they used to try to tell us back in the day, like, oh, the United States is the best and nothing else. Nah, you can go these other places and still probably feel more peace. Like I met some 70-year-old brothers down there. Guy said he got divorced. He had all kind of health issues, and he came to Medellin and never left. And he was like, man, I'm off my blood pressure pills. I'm off this, that, and the other. He was like, my health is so much better down here than it was in the States, and I'm stress free. I mean, you just can't be controlled by fear, man. You got to go see for yourself.
Most definitely, man. Let me catch the super chat by my boy Jay Rad. Shout out to him with a $10,000, the Colombian peso super chat. He says, me and my wife was visiting her friend in Community 13 yesterday. I felt safe there, and we were not in the art area of Community 13. I met 4 new friends. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, I've been to Community 13. Community 13 is dope. Love Community 13.
And bro, like you said, somebody in the chat, like, well, we have been lied to, bro. Like, I mean, it's actually like just disgusting how they just tell us everybody hate black people and they only like you because you were married. Come on, bro. Y'all just go see for yourselves, man. I just forget all these haters. Let them die on the plantation.
So wow.
just keep that USD and you good. That's what I'll say. America is the best for making your money.
Right, exactly.
Well, definitely, man. That U.S. exchange rate is lovely.
Yeah, the infrastructure we have behind us does help us out a lot. You know, we can send money around, and we got internet and ways to make money through the internet and stuff like that. So yeah, we definitely on top. Like we're like the conquistadors in a way.
I caught that, man. I caught that. Who is this Romy Peso? Romy Peso, you there?
They're probably a troll.
Yeah, I think it is. Romy Peso, you there? He keep asking to come on the channel. Okay, you're not there. All right, get him on. But yeah, man, I think in general, everybody's saying, you know, traveling to Colombia is worth it, from what I can hear.
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely worth it.
Hands down.
For sure. But if you scared, stay home.
Yeah.
Well, go to the DR.
There you go.
Go to the DR. Why?
Yeah, man.
Or go to Mexico. I mean, that's
Sosúa is safe. Sosúa is real safe. So you know what I'm saying?
And
Going out there.
Tulum got the best all-inclusive, all you can eat. Just go there and have a great time on a resort. Stay in America, just go somewhere else. But you ain't got to go to Medellin. Yeah, stay away. It's okay.
You can wear all your chains in Sosúa. You can wear your iced out.
Exactly. And it's cheaper.
Yeah, so they say.
I was gonna say, you know, I actually do agree with you on that. I think Mexico might be a good spot, like to kind of dip your toe in it in the travel game. That's before you go too crazy.
But I think they said Tijuana is the most dangerous city in the world right now.
It is. It's murder capital of the world. Yeah, it is. And
Is it the cartels, the drug? Like, what's going on out there?
Well, I mean, where I was living at, it was kind of near the border, and the closer you are to the border, like the kind of safer it is. So I wasn't really. It was kind of like more east, you know, like the stuff they were going crazy. I mean, it is dangerous over there, but like you're shielded from a lot of it.
Where were you at, San Diego?
Yeah, I was working in San Diego, but I was living in TJ. I did that for like 2 years.
Nah, because I'm from LA, so every time I go back home to meet moms, I do swing down to the border.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of a lot of people from LA do that. Yeah, TJ's dope.
Yeah.
So it's still good to go out there, even though it's the most dangerous city in the world.
Well, like you said, they keep you kind of shielded from it because you know you just stay at that one spot, you're good.
Well, I'll tell you this: I was walking down the street like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they were jumping this dude, and they were like, "Yeah, I tell you," but they were running to jump him, and they were like, "Excuse me, sir." Like they moved me out the way politely. And they were stomping. They were stomping. So I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. I never had too bad experience, to be honest.
That's crazy, bro. That's
Many
crazy.
times I've been to TJ, I never had a bad experience. All right.
That's what's up, man. Well, bros, we've been out here for a minute now, man. I'm gonna get everybody's closing thoughts. Starting off with you, Mick.
Hey, like I said, you know, regarding the safety of Medellin, I definitely, like I started off with, the juice is definitely worth the squeeze. Keep your head on a swivel, and try not to bring that matrix kind of arrogance. Humble yourself. Keep your head on a swivel. You should be good.
Most definitely. Appreciate you coming on, bro. Ja, you there?
Yeah, man.
Closing thoughts,
bro. We probably gonna all sound the same, but yeah, like I'll say it's definitely worth it, man. Beautiful weather, beautiful women, it's cheap, like it's an amazing place to be. But like they said, keep your head on a swivel. Like it's not sweet, it's still Colombia. You know, just don't lose your bearings about yourself. Just come here and don't do too much. Just enjoy your time and go home safe. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all have a good one.
That's what's up. Master Teacher, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's good? What's good? What's good? We doing closing thoughts?
Yes, sir.
I will say, a lot of folks, they travel and they get kind of caught up in a loop, like a Colombia loop or a Philippines loop. I'll say when you start traveling, man, always continue to broaden your horizons. Don't just stick to one country. Obviously, be safe. Most importantly, I think it's to travel, because what that does is it opens your mind up to kind of come up with creative ideas on how to earn income while you're in that country. That way you can stay permanently. So that's really the end game, is to not make it a vacation destination, but a alternative remote work location. So I really implore you guys to look at everything from an economic perspective and see how you can level yourself up. All right. And also buy my book, When Your Fucking Life Back. It's on Amazon. Go to my page, you'll see the links and stuff like that. So sales has been pretty great so far, considering I haven't traveled anywhere. I'm going to make the book go viral once I travel again. So you'll see it. All right, y'all.
What's up, man? Appreciate you coming on the show, bro.
Hey, I didn't know One Master was on. Salute, bro. I didn't know you was on here, One Master Teacher. Salute, fam.
All right, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Bitcoin Bobby.
What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Final thoughts. Man, I mean, not just to piggyback off 1MT. Again, he's right with the concept, but once you start traveling, the education, the mind hack, like even for me now, it's because I have more of an incentive now. You know that. I want to be able to probably be in Colombia 6 months out the year, and probably be 6 months in the States. So for me, it's hacking my mind to where, okay, maybe I don't want to get that new 2021 Corvette, which is nice. So instead of buying a car like that as a liability, take that money, invest it into the properties overseas, or buy get an Airbnbs overseas, so I can bring that passive income, so I can stay in Colombia more and more often now. So those are things I'm thinking about on a day-to-day basis now, so I can free myself from being in the States as much as I can. Overall, great panel. 1MT, Citizen Lou, Brandjor, like the things y'all bring, the value y'all bring to this space is unbelievable. And again, just to piggyback off of other stuff, less is more. I mean, sometimes we don't want everyone to come into these places because it devalues sometimes the name of what we bring to the table. So other than that, man, that's all I want to say, man. Good panel. Colombia is worth the risk. I love it. And that's about it.
Man, appreciate you coming on, bro. And we got to do a show soon, man, about this crypto.
Definitely.
most definitely.
No.
Grego, you there?
Dame 2 segundos, te estoy viendo.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro? Closing thoughts.
Greenland, India, Saudi Arabia, those are all wonderful places to travel to. Just stay away from Medellin. It's really nah, seriously though, man. Like, it's safe. You know what I'm saying? It's safe as safe can be, as long as you got common sense. As long as you stay mindful that at any moment, if you let your guard down, something can happen to you. But that should be your thoughts everywhere you go. I definitely would say travel. I feel the other brothers on like kind of minimizing your life here in the States, because for me, memories and experiences kind of outweigh like, you know, the other things that really don't matter to me here. Like, I mean, like a nice car. I have a reliable car, but like just I get more satisfaction out of going and learning new cultures, going to see more of the world, and just creating like friendships and brotherhoods, you know, like what Farris is doing down in Colombia, and all the brothers down there in Medellin, like bringing brothers together and creating a safe haven and a place for brothers to get together and actually work and make money is really, really good. And for you other YouTubers who are trying to help brothers to make money and to see the things that we should have been seeing a long time ago that maybe our parents didn't tell us about because they didn't know.
Exactly.
I really appreciate that space. So I say travel and get it, guys.
True.
Man, appreciate you coming on, bro.
All right.
We got my brother Branjour. Closing thoughts, bro. Closing thoughts.
Yo, before I stop, yo, Jack King, what's up, man? I haven't spoken to you in a minute, man. What's good meeting you in Cartagena. Good people, man. I love that dude. Good people. Not much, man. I hope that we continue traveling and we see the life for what it is. I was talking to a young lady in Cartagena. She lives in Venezuela, and she's fortunate to be in Venezuela, like I said. Have your head on a swivel when you go up to Colombia. It's a beautiful country, beautiful people. People are going to treat you really well. But there's some genuine, beautiful people there. You really have to have your head on a swivel. And think about it. You're going to meet the women that's for you. You're going to meet through somebody else. You're not going to meet them in a site or in a room or anything like that. You're going to meet them, and you're not going to meet them walking down the street. You're going to meet them through a friend or through somebody who knows you, who knows your taste and puts you up with that. But other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoy yourself. I thought it was a good panel. Thank you for having me. And enjoy yourself, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate you coming on. I'm going to hit you up.
All right, cool.
My dog, Citizen Lou.
What up? Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on, player? Closing thoughts, man.
You already know, man. Firestream. Salute to everybody that came through. You know, one master teacher, my boy Bitcoin Bobby, Branjour. Man, I just want to say this, hammer this home, man. Look, the fear-mongering is a reason. They don't want you to lead a plantation, bro. I'm telling you. When I went to Mexico that first time, bro, I was down and out, and then I literally rebuilt myself in Mexico. So, you know, it's a lot of people like to get, oh, y'all, you going for the win, bro. I'm telling you, bro, there's so many other things about these other countries, like medical tourism. I don't think we really talk about that a lot. Like being able to get LASIK eye surgery for like $800, or get your teeth cleaned for like $15, get like a root canal for $100. I mean, just so many just amazing things you can have just by traveling, man. So that's all I wanted to say, man. Salute to you, bro. Shout out to everything you do, man. And peace, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right, man. Peace, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate the super chat too, bro. Appreciate that. All right. Well, bros, Firestream, man, real good show, man. I hope you guys got some information. As you can see, for the most part, the whole panel said, man, Colombia is definitely worth traveling to. Just be mindful of your surroundings and the situations that you put yourself in. You know, be careful that you're in a whole different country. So if you're not with anybody, you definitely want to stay sober. You definitely want to keep your mind sharp and watch out for all the issues that might arise. I want to give a shout out to my bro, Young J 216 with a $9.99 super chat. I met my bro out there in Sosua a few months ago. He said, "Are t-shirts still available? How long does it take for shipping? Want to represent the movement in DR next week." Yes, guys, if you want to cop a t-shirt, the link is in the description to the merch store. We got the t-shirts, we got the green globe, the blue globe, and the red globe. So do me a favor, man, click on that link if you want a t-shirt. So yeah, guys. Peace. Great show.